In the next 5 minutes, I'll show you a simple thawing method that helps shrimp stay firm, flavorful, and much closer to fresh. Hi friends, I'm Nancy. If you've ever had frozen shrimp turn soft or develop a strong fishy smell, you're definitely not the only one. In most cases, the problem isn't the shrimp itself, but the way we thaw it. Today, I want to share a much better method. It's quick, gentle, and easy to do right at home. Stay with me, because at the end of this video, I'll also share a simple shrimp dish made especially for busy people. When frozen shrimp comes straight out of the freezer, it's usually covered in a thick, hard layer of ice. If you've ever tried to bend one, you know it barely moves at all. At this point, many people instinctively reach for water. But before you do that, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that shrimp often turn soft after thawing? For many years, we were taught to thaw shrimp overnight in the refrigerator, soak them in warm water, or leave them out at room temperature. Have you ever used one of these methods? They may sound harmless, but for seafood, especially frozen shrimp, which doesn't contain much moisture, these methods often cause more damage than we realize. When shrimp is thawed the wrong way, its natural structure breaks down, the color can turn dull, the meat loses its firmness, and a strong fishy odor begins to develop. Once that happens, no amount of seasoning can bring back the original fresh flavor. Does this sound familiar? I'm going to show you a simpler way that keeps shrimp tasting fresh, just like when you first bought them. Instead of using water, sprinkle a thin, even layer of salt directly over the frozen shrimp. You don't need much, just enough to lightly coat the surface. Then leave it alone for a few minutes and watch. Have you ever seen how quickly ice melts when it touches salt? That's exactly what's happening here. Salt works in a completely different way. Just like salt spread on winter roads, it lowers the freezing point of ice, allowing it to melt faster without soaking into the food. That's why this method works so well. Using salt helps the ice release gently while preserving the shrimp's texture and flavor. It's amazing how such a simple ingredient can make such a noticeable difference. After about 5 minutes, take a look at the shrimp. You'll notice that the thick layer of ice on the surface has almost completely disappeared. At this stage, the shrimp is no longer frozen solid, but it still feels slightly firm when you touch it. That's exactly what we want. The shrimp isn't soft or mushy, and there's no excess water pooling around it. Very different from shrimp that's been soaked directly in warm water. If you're watching along, take a moment to notice the difference for yourself. Isn't it surprising how quickly the salt method works? And if this is new to you, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I always enjoy hearing from you. If you haven't subscribed yet, this is a great time to do so and not miss more simple kitchen tips like this. Now, to finish the thawing process, place the shrimp in a bowl of clean water for about 1 minute, no longer than that. This quick rinse helps melt away any small bits of ice still clinging to the surface. When you lift the shrimp out, look closely at the color and feel the texture. Do you notice how it looks brighter and feels springier? Much like fresh shrimp from the market, this is the ideal state for preparing shrimp before cooking. Even so, frozen shrimp is still different from fresh shrimp. It often has a stronger smell, and the meat can be slightly less tender. That's why taking a little extra time to clean it properly makes a big difference in flavor. First, remove the vein. If you're not sure how to do this, you can go back and watch one of my earlier videos where I show the process step by step. Spending a few extra minutes here helps ensure your shrimp tastes clean, light, and fresh once it's cooked. After removing the vein, it's important to rinse the shrimp well. Place it in a bowl of clean water and gently wash it several times, changing the water until it runs clear. This removes any remaining residue and leaves the shrimp clean and fresh. Then let it drain and transfer it to a large bowl to prepare for seasoning. Next, to remove any lingering odor, take some green onions and fresh ginger and slice them thinly. Divide them into 2 portions. Add 1 portion directly to the shrimp. Gently squeeze the green onions and ginger with your hands to release their juices. Then mix everything together. This helps eliminate odors and also makes the shrimp meat more tender. The remaining portion will be used later for the dipping sauce. Let the shrimp rest and marinate for about 15 minutes. While you're waiting, prepare the dipping sauce by adding soy sauce and a small amount of cooking oil to the bowl with the remaining ginger and green onions. Set it aside for later. Now bring water to a boil in your steamer. Once it's boiling, arrange the shrimp evenly in the steamer basket, leaving a small space in the center to place the bowl of dipping sauce. Cover and steam over medium heat for about 5 minutes. Be careful not to overcook the shrimp, or it will turn dry and lose its wonderful flavor. When you lift the lid, you'll immediately notice a warm, pleasant aroma. At this point, the shrimp will be a beautiful, bright red, gently curved, with firm and springy meat. Remove the ginger and green onions, then arrange the shrimp neatly on a plate. This method is simple and doesn't require any special skills. The shrimp keeps its natural sweetness, stays tender, and remains full of flavor. When you peel the shell, it comes off easily, revealing soft, pink, juicy meat that's fresh and delicious, perfect for a satisfying meal. Before we finish, I just want to remind you that good cooking doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes, one small step, like thawing shrimp the right way, can make a big difference in both flavor and texture. I hope this simple tip helps you feel more confident in the kitchen and saves you time on busy days. If you found this helpful, try it the next time you cook shrimp and let me know how it turns out. I'm always happy to learn and share with you.